Now let's discuss the Surangama Sutra. Although Ananda had heard these words of Dharma, his mind was still not clear. Bowing in reverence, he said to the Buddha, "How is it that the very same 6 roots and nothing else are both the cause of my revolving through birth and death and also the means to attain blissful and wondrous eternity?" Ananda has heard many words that Buddhahood is 6 roots and samsara is also due to 6 roots. He heard it, but he still could not understand. He joined his palms and told Sakyamuni Buddha, "How is it that it's the very same 6 roots and nothing else that are the cause for both my transmigration through birth and death and also the means to attain peaceful bliss and wondrous eternity?" That's the permanence, bliss, self, and purity. The 4 virtues of a Buddha: permanence, blissful, self, and purity is in the Hiking Sutra. That's peaceful bliss and wondrous eternity. So attaining the fruition of the Tathagata and rebirth cycle are both due to the 6 roots. He could not understand. So the Buddha said to Ananda, "Sense roots and the sense objects share the same source. The 6 roots and 6 dusts share the same source. They are mutual. They are interconnected. Without the 6 roots, you have no 6 dust. So if you have the 6 sense faculties without the sense objects, then the 6 sense faculties are not the 6 sense faculties. So you have something to see, something to hear, something to smell, something to taste, something to touch, something to think. Those are the 6 dust or 6 sense objects. So roots and dust share the same source. So bondage and liberation are not 2 different things. Bondage and liberation are the same. You find it strange. How come bondage and liberation are not 2 different things? They're the same. The nature of consciousness is illusory, like flowers in the sky. So the answer is here. The nature of consciousness is illusory, like flowers in the sky. What are the 6 roots like? Like flowers in the sky. There are flowers in the sky. When you're sick and when you open your eyes and you would see flowers in the sky. So many. But that's your hallucination. The nature of consciousness is illusory, like flowers in the sky. He's told you the key point. Whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you smell, whatever you taste, whatever you come into contact with, whatever you think of, they're all illusory. They're all delusion. They're all illusory. They are not real. Just like flowers in the sky. Only when people have hallucination that they would see flowers in the sky. So many flowers. What he meant is sentient beings in the Saha world are all sick. What you see, you think what you see is real, but actually they are not real. Only permanence, bliss, self, and purity, the 4 virtues of the Tathagata, when you have manifested wondrous luminous true mind, only those 4 virtues are real and nothing else. You think, how can it be not real? I feel the pain when I'm hit. This is real. My body is real. How can you say it's not real? The wall too, you cannot walk through it, right? The air pollution is also real. The forest fire in Canada blow lots of the smokes to the central part of America. Well, luckily, we don't have it in Seattle. America said, hey, you should pay us. And how would Canada reply? Hey, I'll give you smoke for free. And you don't give me money and you blame me. Smokes costs money. And now I give it to you for free. And America says, no, you have to pay us because you pollute our air. PM 2.5 that has killed people. And the Canadians come to US. So they're fighting this now. Actually, we are one body. Really. There are many things that are real. Why the Buddha says that it's not real? Because in the eyes of the Buddha, anything that is arising and ceasing is non-existent. What is non-arising and non-ceasing is the wondrous luminous true mind, the buddhanature, the tathagata, the bodhisattvas. Anything that changes is illusory, is false, is not real. The air changes, the earth changes. Will it change? Yeah, earthquake. There was a prophet that there would be a huge earthquake that would connect Taiwan, China, and Philippines, and Hong Kong. Then, of course, unite, right? When the land would combine. I don't know who said that. There would be a huge earthquake, and then China and Taiwan and Hong Kong would all become one piece. So why are you still worried about borders? Because that would be combined. Maybe even better if you include Japan, Korea, Philippines, and the whole, then all Chinese would unite in the world. With a big earthquake, Taiwan would connect with Hong Kong and the whole mainland China. Then they all will be united. So not the intent of humans, but the intent of the heavens. Heaven's will. I like everybody live in harmony and in peace with each other. No wars. Why? We're all one body. We're all humans, right? We can communicate. We can have a dialogue. You can talk. Let's discuss it and negotiate. It should be like that. Just negotiate, discuss. Doesn't matter what kind of historical novels, anything in this world. And after separation for a long time, they will unite. After union for a long time, they would separate. That's normal. All the historical novels always write it the same way. Anything just come and go. If it's not gathering, it's separation. It's easy. We just talk about it. Just talk. And it's the same. They're all due to the 6 roots. Rebirth is 6 roots. Buddhahood is 6 roots. Bondage, liberation, all 6 roots. There's no difference between the roots and the dust. Without roots, there are no dust. Without dust, what use are the roots? They're all the same. They're just being classified and differentiated by humans. Like people. Some are yellow, some are black, some are white, some are red, some are dark. But they're all humans. So we don't need to discriminate. We're all humans. Why? You differentiate. Buddhas are all equal too. The same with humans. They're all equal. As soon as you classify, differentiate, then that would be problematic. I'm giving this Dharma teaching, but nobody understands. Unite, then there's no problems whatsoever. There are no problems. That's how the world is. Sakyamuni Buddha knows long ago because he's the awakened one. That's why he knows. Jesus also knows. Lao Tzu also knows. Some people don't. They don't know. The era of Confucius, the spring and autumn, there are many countries. Confucius traveled to all over the countries, talking to everyone, but nobody listened. None of the leaders of the nations listened to him, so he traveled from country to country. But at the end, they're all united. That's how the world is. Sakyamuni Buddha told Ananda, roots and dust share the same source. Bondage and liberation are not two different things. The nature of consciousness is illusory like flowers in the skies. People living in this world have arising and ceasing, birth and death. That's why humans are also like flowers in the sky. They're all illusory. The houses, the lands are all illusory. All the earth, water, fire, and wind are illusory. Nothing is real. And your body is composed of the earth, water, fire, and wind. When these four elements dissipate or disintegrate, you're dead. When the earth, water, fire, and wind are in harmony, then there are no calamities. But when they disintegrate or they separate, then there would be calamities. That's why we have disasters due to fire, due to wind, due to earth, due to water. And the reason is because they are not harmonized, they are not balanced. But when they are in harmony, there are no calamities. When you harmonize these elements inside the body, you have no illness. But when one is out of balance, then you will be sick. It's the same principle. That's why if you can harmonize it, then there's no problems. If you cannot harmonize it, then there would be wars, battles. Sakyamuni Buddha told Ananda, Ananda, awareness arises because of sense objects. Because they are sense objects externally, then you know. Because you have 6 roots, that's why you have the phenomena of the 6 dust. Yet appearances and perceiving have no independent nature. So 6 roots and 6 dusts have no true Buddha nature. They are originally Buddha nature. But they have no true Buddha nature. Perhaps you don't understand yet, but you will understand. They are like 2 reeds leaning against each other. These reeds always grow leaning on each other. They're together. So the same thing, but they cross each other. The 6 roots and 6 dusts are the same thing, but they're all illusory. The true source is the wondrous, numerous, true mind, Buddha nature, which is non-arising and non-ceasing. Only the Tathagatas, the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas are non-arising and non-ceasing, and the rest are illusory. They are empty, non-existent. You think the house is yours? No. No such thing. Zimu spent the money, and Master Lian Sheng hired contractors to build the rainbow villa. I knew long ago that this property does not belong to me. And the Rainbow Temple has been given to True Buddha School for True Buddha disciples to use. In the future, Tantric quarters will also be donated, and South Mountain Retreat will also be donated for everybody. True Buddha School for their use. None of those are yours. Once you're gone, what belongs to you? One day, Simu will pass. I will pass. So our houses will be given to the Buddha School. Who else? What do you own? This piece of land, 40 acres, I bought. So the land also belongs to everyone. Is there any real estate property that belongs to you after you die? It's the most Rainbow Temple gave me is just a spot at the columbarium because I was the landlord of this place, right? And that's too much if they charge me for it. When humans die, you cannot build another human exactly the same. Maybe they would do cloning, but even then it will not be exactly the same. So anything that's arising and ceasing are illusory, let alone things outside our body. You think I'm very happy wearing this? My rings, and let me tell you, if you wear this in your burial, people will steal your tomb. You think this is mine for sure. I want to be buried with them. Then they would be robbed. The same if you put them in the columbarium. Although it's locked, they can pick on the lock and take out their master's items. If you get that, then you think, oh, this is Grandmaster's lineage items. Everyone has their own path. Even if you're an emperor in the future, it'll all be gone. It's the same even for the Emperor Wu of the Han Dynasty asked for Golden Mother's immortality pills. Where is he now? Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor, also wanted the immortality pill, but is he still alive? No. There's only one person who lives a long life, Peng Zhu, who lived to be over 700 years. He had 49 wives, gave birth to 40 or 50 children. All the wives died, all the sons died, and he was still alive. So is there a meaning to such a life? It's meaningless. He married a wife until she's old and she died, and married another one and she died again until 49 wives. So Peng Zhu lived until the king Emperor Mu of the Zhou dynasty, and this king invited him to become a minister in the court. This person is incredible, live a really long life, longer than the turtles. And Peng Zhu said, no, the patriarch Peng. No, he did not want to become an official, because as soon as you become the officers, you as if you're placed inside the coffin. Even if you're not dead, you would be buried. Too many things, too many problems. This patriarch Peng Zhu did not put anything in his mind or in his heart. As every day they live quietly and nothing on his mind. So he lived to be 700 years old. And Nagarjuna Bodhisattva is the same. He could live on to be hundreds of years old, but why didn't he? Because it's meaningless. And to continue living, there's no meaning to that. In the past, Nagarjuna could not find a reason for death. How can I die? I cannot get sick. He has no illness whatsoever. He's always very healthy, always very lively, and his face stays the same. So Nagarjuna Bodhisattva felt that it's quite meaningless to live like that. I want to go, but how come I could not? And then he thought of a method. So he picked that reed and has hurt the life of that reed. So he used that to cut his own throat because he did not want to live on. So that's how Nagarjuna Bodhisattva died. You know, the reed with very sharp blade, because he's harmed it in the past. So in return, he used that to cut himself to die, to death. He could not die. See how long he lived? So is it good to live a long life? I'm asking you. Do you want to live a very long time? All your wives have died. All your sons have died. Why do you want to live on? He was still alive, Peng Zhu. So from the 3 emperors and 5 kings, all the way to the king of Zhou, and then someone still saw him in India. Oh my gosh, Amitabha. It may not be a good thing to live a long life. It's meaningless. So, roots and the dust are the same. The nature of consciousness is illusory, like flowers in the sky. There is not one thing that belongs to you. If you recognize this clearly, you would live a very happy life. You know why? What are you troubled with? Let me ask you. Is there any trouble? Everyone is the same. Why are you afflicted? What are you afflicted about? Happiness and sufferings are the same. Do you prefer happiness or suffering? Happiness. Golden Mother told me after I got off from my illness, go find your happiness. Otherwise, you would be sick, you would be depressed and die. Golden Mother told me, go seek your happiness. So I did. So I do. So I'm very happy every day. Sometimes you have to cry when you encounter sadness, sad things. How can I not cry? Because I have feelings. But after I cry, that's it. You cannot just cry all the time, all day long. Even when Golden Mother hears you cry to her, she would be bothered. Just go find your own happiness. I did. I do. So, Fusan is here. You have 3 brothers. I told Fusan to tell your brother, don't cry like that. Tell Paosan that your mother has not left you. Do you know? Don't cry, Paosan. Your mother never leaves you. She's still watching over you. And she's also asking you not to cry. You need to understand this. Because, let me tell you, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas never leave us alone. They're together with us, never leave us. Your parents never leave you either. They are also together with you. There's no need to grieve too hard, really. Just cry it out and that's fine. And then recover. After you cry, you let it go. They never abandon you. It's just that they come from formed and to become formless. They've gone to a better realm, but their eyes are still watching over you. Now, some people have divine eyes, wisdom eyes, dharma eyes, so they have no physical eyes. You cannot see them, but they can see you. They have never leave you behind. You need to understand this. Every time they care for you, they can come anytime. That's how Buddhas and Bodhisattvas are. They said that Sakyamuni Buddha has left 2,600 years ago, but he never leaves you. He never leaves you. Whenever you're mindful of him, he would be by your side. Go Mani Pemi home.